I'm doing one final pass on this. And I'm gonna get the drill on a 50 and we're gonna plant some rye in here. 2 weeks later than I intended, but that's the way it goes sometimes. First it was too dry, then it was too wet. Then it was a bunch of other things that didn't have much to do with this field, but these manure clumps I got in here are not making me real happy. I think I'll plant over the top of them. It's winter rye. It'll grow in anything. But should be alright. I don't doubt I gotta jump off a couple times and get rid of a plug under my single disc openers. I'll definitely get some footage from the 50 planting here. I don't know what it is now, probably about 2:30. I ran around with the pitchfork and spread a couple of big clumps that weren't declumping very well, and a few rocks on the edge that we sort of missed in the dark. Now I'll get around the corner, we'll take a quick look at the disking behind us. Not going too fast here, trying to lay it out kind of flat and disking gently. And I'll run the corners when I'm done. Oh yeah, and I got one plate missing off of the right rear gang, which does not help the ridges. It's not terrible because I don't have it pounded in that deep. The ground is fluffy. There's a rock we didn't get rid of, but it's subsurface. I don't know if you... I mean, you got the little ridge between passes, definitely, but you maybe can see that little bit I'm leaving there. Drilling the packer will take care of that, I guess. This field had so many bad ridges in it when I inherited the place. Well, okay, when I bought the place. Before I put this in anything that's going to stay in hay for any amount of time, I'd love to either build or find a land leveler of some kind that I could get it disced up really, really well without clumps and run a land leveler on it. Alright, well that's more than I intended to talk about disking. I'll get this finished. It won't take too long. Half an hour probably. We're only, I don't know, we're 3/4 of an acre into a piece that's probably a little over 4 with the corners cut off. I could get in there now, but I'm not gonna mess with it. That up there is, I'm hoping to do a little work next summer on that piece where the cows are over there. Even if I just tear it up after they eat it off, let them eat there first, eat it down good, tear it up and plant something. I don't know, a mix with millet and let them eat that millet, and who knows, we'll see. But I'm gonna probably include that little odd chunk back in the pasture. And this piece over here, that is still too wet. Until I get some ditching in there, that wouldn't be too bad at ditching. Could probably do it with the heavy disc and a little landscaping with the 40 and have a little farm through drain. It wouldn't be much of nothing. But there is a low spot there and it cannot go away. A bottom, as the southern boys say. Okay, I'll bring you back when we got a little rye planting action going. Alright, there's our fancy seed chart. 18-19 setting. You get 100 pounds to the acre. I did not calibrate the drill to do that. That was the first year I planted. I tried a setting west of the house and came out about 85 pounds on a measured acre. And I came over here and put 500 pounds, just under 500 pounds in 5 acres. So it's pretty close. There's the actual chart, unfortunately. But I don't know, I've found some online that seems to, this Case L model should match that. I'm looking regularly at other drills. Wouldn't it have been nice to just come in at a sorghum stubble and no-till 100 pounds or so of rye to the acre on it? That would have been nice. But maybe we'll get there sooner or later. Alright, well, I got some rye. I gotta go fish out of it's actually in a walk-in cooler. It's the most out-of-the-way driest place I have. So I gotta go fish. There's 400 pounds in there, and then I got some in a barn that I just picked up in case I go light. I got this set at 21 on this side and 22 on that side. Traveling this way, I kid you not, it is noticeable in this drill. The one that's on the outside making the long turn, you actually go through more seed. It is noticeable. So I've started setting this side a notch or two different than the other, depending on what I'm planting. So I get some rye in this thing and we'll get going. Today's video is brought to you by the Polaris Explorer 500 custom seed tender. Well, I discovered a plug tube, and while I was off unplugging, tossed a couple rocks. After me taking off with the brake on during the manure spreading video, that little hesitation there was me checking the brake. You kind of forget that when you got a camera in your hand. Like I said, it ain't the smoothest thing I've ever disked, but the Packer is doing a pretty nice job of it over there. A little bit of a ridge right here, but I always get a ridge right here because the disc gets down in that ditch edge. I'm slowly landscaping that ditch. There's always going to be a drain there, but instead of a washed out sharp edge thing, it's something I can farm across. What you can see with the GPS is wandering. The receiver seems to be on backwards. Well, at least when I got the camera turned on. No, this surface isn't too bad. It's going nicely. this end, the little strip, and then the big field, all 4 acres of it. It's actually a little hot for this. 78 when I came out here, after I got done disking and got the seeder hooked up. I don't know, it must be around 4 o'clock now. Unless something goes to pieces on me, I shouldn't even have to turn the lights on. It should be done way before that. The faster I get done, the sooner I can eat my lasagna. Well, I just hit myself in the knee with the clutch. You can imagine the things I'm saying in my head. That third seed run is plugged again. Let me go find out what's in there. I cleaned it out and blew it out after it plugged the first time, and it's still plugged. Well, we seem to be doing all right in the manure clumpy area. I got it spread out enough and dried up enough, it just rolls right through it. I haven't had to get off to do anything about it yet. Number 4 on the left side likes to get plugged up with stuff. The wiper is out a little bit from that opener, and it likes to get things in there and stop turning from time to time. It doesn't usually completely stop. It'll catch on something a little harder and rotate, but every now and then I get off and clean it out. I don't know if I gotta heat that and bend it back. The little bracket that comes down is not quite right. Other than getting off to do that a couple times, it's been going good. Far enough in here that we're rounding the corners off. Catch them when we go back and forth. I looked when I got off to unplug that opener. The seed is holding up good. I got plenty, so planting a bit heavier for more rye silage seems to be working. Here's we're coming in the manure clumpy area here. I would plant straight back and forth and headland this if the disconnect, the clutch on the seeder, or whatever you want to call it, if that would disconnect. I had it working really good, took things apart, and it seized up again and went back to doing the same thing. So when I lift, one side keeps seeding. So we'll just keep rolling along here. Well, look at that, 99.8. 0.01% other crop seed. Inert matter, 0.18. I believe that. There's a little, it's a little dirty. But that 0.01 crop seed, where does barley come from? It ain't gonna hurt nothing. A few barleys in there. But, oh well, we'll go back to seeding. That was the new seed. Well, that doesn't look too terrible. Came pretty good, actually. A couple of little whoop-de-doos in it, but not bad. Now I should actually measure the thing just to see what I actually have here with those couple pieces off. Should be 4.5 acres or just under. It'll make some rye bales anyway. We'll see if it's dry enough early enough to throw some urea on here or something and see what it does. It was well fertilized for the sorghum, but the sorghum pulled plenty out. And it was well manured. There, I'll turn you around so you can see me. I gotta get in a video every now and then. So I am going to sit here on the Polaris seed tender I'm leaning on, and I don't have much editing. I kind of made all the clips to run together, so I'll just run the clips together here quick and put the thing uploading. By the time I'm done with my lasagna, you guys might have it. Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see ya.